Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care. Go to Dutch.com to get vet care that is always there for just $92 a year.
Hello, kitties. This is yours truly, the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. My name is Mikey Bones, and I'm joined by Rob Humphrey and Cat Valor, and I can't catch a fucking break. What's going on, guys?
What's up, butt nuggets?
Stop saying butt nuggets. It's impolite.
My mouth. I'm sorry. What's up?
And the bleep.
Yeah, I'm not playing with you. I'm opening the
You can't
sheet
bleep
right
that.
now.
There's nothing offensive about saying
34. I don't care. This is me and Cat took a vote. It was all voted on. It's 2 out of 3, and you cannot say that. So you gotta bleep. You can't say that.
Fine.
34 for the whole year. All right, we are back. We did talk about this last week, but we are joined by a very special guest. Rob, this is a friend of yours, so I feel like you should do the introductions.
Yeah, this is we're joined by Tim Davis. Tim is the host of the Dummies of Horror podcast, and I always want to say your old name, Tim, but I don't want to get sued. So I always have to take a weird pause to make sure I got it right. But yeah, check it out. The Dummies of Horror podcast. It's really good. It's really funny. Him and Luffy are hilarious together, and I've known Tim for Jesus a while now. Tim, I don't even know how long.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
Too long.
It's been a while. Yeah. But yeah, so Tim Davis is here.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me on. I'm trying my hardest to be careful with what I say. I don't want to get bleeped, but you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Cunt.
Yes, there it is. Guys, now hold on a second. I don't think we have to bleep Tim, do we?
No, it's like a second
I think
language
it's okay
to
if
us.
Australians say it, right?
So he can say, but we can't say.
Yeah, so you just got 2 bleeps, but Tim's okay.
Yeah,
right?
Tim's all right.
All right, fair. All right, there you go, Tim. All right, away then, I guess. Thank you for joining us.
That's a third
All right.
bleep for Mikey.
Son of a bitch. I passed you. You got one the first 10 seconds. I passed you. Damn it. Tim, yes, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, your show is funny as shit. I am glad that Rob turned me on to you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'm sorry you have to do it. Dude, whenever you think about how long you've known Rob, it's a fucking trip, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. It's taking years of my life.
Yeah.
Every time we speak about movie, every time here's how I rate movies. If Rob hates it, I love it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That often does seem to be the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And he still is the same with me, Tim, and he still swears up and down he's right, and that's all that matters. Kind of amazing. Rob, why do you do this to people?
I don't know what you're talking about. I lift people up and spread joy.
Spread something.
Namaste. And where are my balls?
All right, we're gonna get to drink roll call. We do have a listener voicemail that or text message that we're gonna be getting to, and then we're gonna get into Tim's movie pick. It is The Lost Boys. That is, I was gonna wait till the movie to say this, but I feel like every now and then we talk about a movie and we get shit for it, and I feel like this could be one of them. Who knew Buffy the fucking Vampire Slayer was gonna be one of them? Dark Fizzle. But every now and then we do, and I feel like this is one we're going to catch a lot of shit for.
It could be.
Speaking of catching a lot of shit, and sometimes it's delayed is the thing. And we haven't talked about one of these for a while, but I went to AuthorCon earlier this year. I met a bunch of like horror movie people there, had a lot of fun. One of them today, we haven't spoken since April, since the convention, got in contact with me today and was like, I've been listening to Slasher Radio this whole time, catching up. Quit talking shit about Seed of Chucky, Cat. I'm like, oh my God. Wow, the Seed of Chucky fans creeping up on me.
Yeah. We've talked about that before, where just
Oh.
randomly someone would be like, hey, and why'd you say this about? I'm like, dude, that how long ago was that?
Yeah, I
I don't know,
know.
like last year. Like, fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know what it said.
I don't remember what I said last week.
Yeah, no. That does happen, and it's funny when it does.
Now, Tim did tell me, you mentioned that you wished you had picked another movie, Tim. You want to tell him what that movie was?
Yeah, so this is how it happened. Rob messaged me and goes, you get to pick the movie. You can't pick anything we've already done, and you've got 2 minutes, otherwise you're not welcome on the show. So I was
Wow,
running
Rob.
around. I was running around thinking, what can I do? Because you guys have done a lot of films that I wanted to choose. And I chose The Lost Boys, but in hindsight, I wish I chose Rings from 2016. I really do.
Why?
That would have been amazing.
I would have suffered as well, but hearing Mikey suffer would have been great.
You guys would have heard me cry on the show.
Strong start to the show.
Because keep in mind, we have 2 Patreon picks coming up as well. So that means we could potentially have 4 Ring movies
I think
in succession.
I honestly think if Chris gets his way, we'll be doing Ringu 2 and Rings. That's my
Well,
guess.
5 actually, it would have been, because I did it,
Oh.
Rob did it, Tim would have did it, and God,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
I had the month of the Ring. That'd have been awful. Damn it. Well, Tim, I
Oh, that's
appreciate you
okay.
not thinking of that. That would have been very unfortunate.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah. All right, what's everybody drinking? I am drinking a Buzzball, which I haven't had in a while.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking of coining these as like my drink and never
Okay.
did it.
What flavor did you get?
I got the Cran Blaster.
All right.
And man, I always forget how strong these motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
Like they really hit you pretty good.
In honor of our guest this week, I am drinking an oil can of Foster's, which is Australian for
yuck.
beer.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I don't want to besmirch your national beverage, Tim, but this tastes like shit.
It's not a national, but every Australian hates it. I don't know why everyone thinks we like it.
I can see why. It's really, I will never complain about drinking Bud Light again. I'll tell you that.
How does it compare to the Italian beer Miller Lite?
Damn it.
This is, first of all, you know it's a bad beer when you get the oil can, which is like 25 something ounces, and it's $3.
Oh,
That's
no.
pretty funny. Also, everybody too, by the way, oi.
No, that's a patron thing. You don't get to do that over here.
Yeah, no, but Tim's here. I wanted to feel welcome.
God damn it.
It's
Thank
homage.
you. I feel at home now.
See, there you go, Rob. Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, Tim, you do another podcast. It's on the same feed as Dummies of Horror, right? The show that you do with Jaleesa, your wife,
Yes.
Devour the 80s,
Yep.
which is amazing the number of 80s movies that you guys are planning on watching for this show.
Yeah, we fucked up. The whole basis of the show is we were going to start from 1980 and watch every single horror movie ever made that came out in the decade. We're like 8 episodes in now, and I'm already feeling the burn.
To burn.
Yeah, the thing about that is, I think on the surface, it sounds like a good idea
Mm-hmm.
because you remember all the good movies that came out in the 80s, but there were a lot of really shitty ones too.
Yeah. But hopefully we find some hidden gems. Who knows?
You will. They're just going to be few and far between. I feel like Rob and Kat are starting to feel that at over on the Nick Cage cast. You guys talked about like animated hamsters or something, huh? That was
We did,
Guinea
yeah.
pigs.
Guinea pigs.
Come on.
Yeah, get it right, Mikey.
Oh, excuse me.
Hamsters, that would be stupid.
That would be dumb. It's guinea pigs and one mole and a fly. And honestly,
Oh.
we've had a lot of really good fun surprises on the Nick F and Woo Cage cast. It was about time that we had a little bit of a rough patch, but we're getting back to good stuff anytime now. It's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
All right. Fair enough. Who's next?
I'll go I'll go. It's beer from a bottle for me. I had earlier margarita in a can because I had a couple left.
Oh.
But in my defense, I had one earlier and then I had like a break. I ate, had a snack, had a second one before the Patreon. There's been like a good long time before I'm putting alcohol on top of 2 margaritas in a can. Just to clarify, because we don't fuck around with Cutwater on this podcast.
What kind of beer is it? Is it the national beer of Australia, Kat?
No. And it's because I'm representing the USA today, it is our national beer, Guinness Extra Stout.
Unfortunately, everybody knows America's beer is Budweiser, and I don't like it either.
I think Guinness is Mikey's vape is drinking some of that right now too.
Not funny. All right, I'm not gonna get into it now. It's on the Patreon show. I erupted at some very unfortunate news on the whereabouts of the vape that I ordered that's supposed to replace this piece of shit that I'm using right now. But I am very high and drunk and completely forgot my point. Yeah, I think it's gone forever.
Excellent.
Yeah, and anyway, it was going to be a good one too. Very unfortunate. Tim, what are you drinking, man?
So, I don't usually drink during the week. Right now, for me, it's like 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon. But since this is a special occasion and I'm talking with you fine people, I decided in honor of our movie that we're watching, I'm going to have a nice glass of red wine, which I'm pretending is blood. I tried to pretty up the wine bottle, but I gave up because I'm not very crafty. But yeah, I'm having a red wine.
All right.
It's called Fruitwood. It's very fruity and not very red winey, but I like it. So that's all that matters.
Nice. Yeah, it's weird talking to Tim sometimes because I'll be like, why are you working? It's Sunday. And he's like, it's Thursday afternoon or whatever the fuck. Like, it's so weird. The time zones freak me out.
Yeah. My editor, we're done with the project now, but my editor's from Australia, and it was one of those things where he'd be like, can you have this to me by, Saturday? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. And he'd be like, 12 hours. I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
all right,
time zones are fun.
All right, nice. I like the wine, man. Good touch. I like that.
Yeah, and I
Thank
like
you.
that you're willing to drink midweek to be on the show.
Yeah.
Hell of a deal.
And also, it's not wine out of a milk carton like Kat had last week.
We have those. We do.
It wasn't like a milk carton. It was like a soup
Like a
stock
box, like a
carton.
cast?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
a fancy stuff.
Yeah. That's what we're calling it.
It got in my mouth. Good Lord.
I understand why I was chosen for America and not for France.
All right. Okay, so voicemail.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
917-397-KILLED, 917-397-5455. You can leave a text message or voicemail for the show. Anything horror related, anything show related, we will air it. We will discuss it like you're about to hear now. Text messages are read by Ghostface. So let's see what he's got for us.
Hello, Slasher Radio. I, Monotone Ghostface, am currently speaking on behalf of Tasha the Mashed Potato Thief, Allie Surreal, and Will the Thrill. For the following message, I would like to ask Mr. Michael Bartholomew Bones to please add presidential music. Thank you. My fellow horror enthusiasts, today we stand united, ready to embrace a cinematic experience like no other. I am here, your humble servant Ghostface, to champion a cause that will bring both excitement and surprise to our beloved podcast. I present to you Graveyard Shark for the upcoming Executioner, a thrilling, enigmatic adventure that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Imagine, if you will, a world where the deadliest predator meets the most unexpected of settings. Picture a shark patrolling the graveyards, preying on the unsuspecting. It's intriguing. It's captivating. My friends, a vote for Graveyard Shark is not just a vote for a movie. It's a vote to push Mikey to his limit. It's a vote to witness Mr. Bones fight tooth and nail to degrade this masterpiece, while Ms. Velour and Lord Humphrey fight shield and sword to defend it. It's a vote to experience something truly entertaining. Will, Allie, and Tasha have collaborated to bring this pick to the table. We believe in the power of Graveyard Shark to create unforgettable moments on our podcast. I'm Ghostface, and I approve this message.
God damn it.
And remember, a vote for Graveyard Shark is a vote to piss Mikey off.
God damn it.
Thank you, and may the best film win. P.S.
God damn it. All right, what the hell is going on here, man?
Okay.
All right.
I adore this.
I've never felt more patriotic in my life.
Yeah. Like, I kind of want to vote for Graveyard Shark, and I don't even get a vote in this election.
I think the most American thing that we can do is just cancel the election and declare Graveyard Shark the winner.
Yeah. Right?
No, no, can't do that. Gotta have a voting process.
We've got to teach Ghostface how to say names, Mr. Bonez.
No, we never can. Mr. Bonez is now openly running attack ads on Graveyard Shark.
Look, you guys are not the only one to call me that. There's a Trump versus Biden AI on Twitch, and a couple of people have put my names in there, and Trump has called me Mr. Bonez. So, what the fuck is happening here? I don't understand any of this. Will.
Drill me, Will.
Drill me. I know he was the brains behind this operation because he took a call to action with Tasha wide out in the open like a month ago. We're behind on text messages and stuff in the Discord. And I know that Allie was involved in this too. Pisses me off.
Clown penis.
I don't know why I'm being attacked here. The whole thing, it's a vote to piss me off. That was it. We're watching Graveyard Shark next week. There's no doubt in my mind.
I'm really excited about it. I got a screener of Graveyard Shark, and I've thrown my name in the ring to do the novelization for it.
God
and
damn
you
it.
guys, we never do the movies that I novelize on this show.
That's true. We didn't do Puppet Shark, did we?
We haven't done Puppet Shark. No one's asked me about Virus Shark for the podcast yet. I think it's time.
Wait, you did the novelization for Virus Shark?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't know you
dude.
did. I know you don't tell us shit. I'm surprised I didn't get a thing though. I got an email. I got a notification pop up on my phone from Amazon that Kat Velour had a new book out.
Oh, well, it's not out yet.
Or something. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Do you tell Kat what I'm doing, Amazon? Leave me alone.
Kat, Rob is watching porn again. Tim, do you see the shit I put up with, dude?
I do, but at the same time, I really want to hear about Graveyard Shark.
Graveyard Shark.
Tim is a registered voter these days, so.
Oh.
Damn it.
But I don't know how things work in Australia, whether you guys get to vote for a leader or what you do over there, Tim, but this is exciting for you. Democracy in action.
We don't get to do that either, let's be honest. All right. That's bullshit. There was also an image that was texted along with this. I sent it to you guys in the group. It'll go up on Patreon. I know Allie did that, which makes me mad.
That's amazing.
There's propaganda for this thing.
Yeah, there is.
Is that the shark from the movie?
That's the shark from the movie.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send this to you, Tim, so you can see it.
Yeah, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm not happy about any of this. I was warned. Like I said, I seen it in Discord and I asked what the hell they were doing, and they told me to mind my own business in our fucking Discord. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know why this is happening. Will, Allie, Tasha. Tasha, I thought we were friends, Tasha. I hate all three of you equally. Will, maybe you a little bit more, because especially when you're still on the hot seat for the whole foot thing.
Yeah, you little freak.
You little freak. This is going to be bad for me.
We don't know. We don't know what the outcome of the election is going to be unless we all agree to just cancel it and do Graveyard Shark.
No, we don't.
Oh.
Well, hang on, Mikey. If the vote comes in and it's Graveyard Shark versus Ringu 2, how are you going to vote? How would you vote if you were a patron?
I feel like I'm getting sick and I might miss that week. I don't know.
Think really carefully, because I have a feeling your response is going to matter to the patrons.
Yeah, I don't know. And the fucked up part is we got two of them in a row back to back coming. So there's a very good chance I'm going to be watching both those goddamn movies.
Well, Graveyard Shark, it looks like it's going to be fun.
It sounds awful. I haven't looked at anything for Graveyard. It sounds absolutely terrible. I don't appreciate this propaganda. that's going. I think that was made illegal. No, we shouldn't. This is illegal activities that are going on here. Targeted harassment as well. Don't appreciate any of this. Oh, this is unfortunate. All right. We'll see next week. Damn it. I'm all thrown off now. I've had that's what I was getting at too. I had a traumatic event earlier, but like right before we started recording, that was what I was getting at with my vape and where it's at and the whereabouts and that whole thing. And then I had to start recording like immediately. I didn't have any time to process it. There's a lot going on for me right now.
I'm not sure that qualifies as a traumatic event. I mean, it's just hilarious.
Let your vape leak as much as this thing is, all right? It's a traumatic event. It's annoying.
Can I just quickly add, too, that I just searched up Graveyard Shark on IMDb. It's got a 7.0 out of 10. So.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
That's better than
Mikey.
a lot of the movies we watch.
Does it say how many ratings are in there?
Yeah, it's got 9.
Oh,
9.
shit. It was Cat Rob and probably Will Alley. And there we go. I got like the whole thing right there. And Dasha. Damn it. Okay. And on top of everything else, I have to hit my button now, don't I?
Yes, please.
It keeps getting better.
Get the fuck out of here! Go ahead, go back to turning tricks in Hoboken, you pain in the ass! Over there, gabagool.
Don't break your dick. Got in my mouth.
All right. It's the Gabagooli Mystery Corner, where our listeners anonymously send in Italian memes making fun of me for being Italian. There's no Tahara Italian here. They're just buttholes. I don't know why we're still doing this. I try my best to describe the memes on the show. They go up on Patreon, the memes. God damn it.
So
Don't you think I've been through enough?
I just want to preface this one with kind of a story about one of our active listeners. Obviously, I can't tell you which active listener because this is anonymous. But last week, I was saying that I was going to try and get rid of the last foot meme that we had saved up. And one of the listeners kindly sent me what they assumed was the last foot meme. Unfortunately, it was a new foot meme. So just to kind of get ahead of that so that the foot memes don't pile up, I'm going to go ahead and send this one in this week, and then I don't have to put it in the folder.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. That button doesn't get a lot of
You might
action,
like this one, Mikey. We'll like it.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Was this sent by... Can you break the anonymity here and just say if it was sent by Will or not?
I cannot.
Damn it. Will, this was you little freak. All right. I mean, this one's not... Like, as far as feet go, it's not that bad because you can't really see the feet. But it's still feet nonetheless. I don't know. The meme is titled, just in case you were all wondering, yes, Italians can skate.
Over there, gabagool.
This is a gentleman, you can see about knee down on a skateboard. And on the skateboard where his feet are placed is 2 separate dishes of spaghetti and meatballs. Those are, honestly, like, those are, I don't even want to call this spaghetti and meatballs. Those are sorry excuses. Rob, you're a meatball guy. You'll back me up here. Those are sorry excuses for meatballs.
I don't know. The ones on the front foot don't look that bad.
They're still tiny. Have a meatball, man. What do you mean? Like, it's got to be like palm of your hand size about.
No, you can get away with a small meatball. You know,
those are Swedish meatballs. Those don't go in spaghetti.
It's not about the size. It's about the flavor, Mikey.
Yeah, I bet you feel that way.
It got in my mouth.
This is ridiculous. It's disgusting. It's gross. I don't know. Like, it's not even like execution is off and terrible because like these are Swedish meatballs in a spaghetti and meatball plate. Like this is terrible all the way around. You've gotten very good at describing these memes, though, Mike. It's like you paint a picture every week.
Yeah,
I've been doing it for a year. Yeah, I got kind of good at it, I guess. Fuck. It's only the ones that are like, you know, like there's something, I can see something wrong here, you know, so it's easier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, this one's awful. Whoever sent this in, stop sending in feet ones. Cat, stop taking them. What are we doing here?
I just thought it was nice that the listeners are like trying to help organize the Gabagooli memes. I was like, one episode, it's like, I lost the foot meme. And then the next day, like, it was 5 days for me because the episodes get edited and put out and everything. But like one day after it aired, someone was like, "Hey, this foot meme."
Yeah.
I was
Takes
like,
5
no,
days
not this one.
edit one of these together. How long does it take after we record Nick Cage? That shit's up in 15 minutes, Kat.
Yeah, we don't fuck around on the Nick Evan Wu Cage cast. We mean business,
That's how good I
quality
am at editing.
podcasting over there. Yeah, and we've got a great editor.
Uh-huh. You guys gotta stop bullying me on that damn show too. You talk shit about me and I appreciate it.
Well,
how long does it take to get a vape from fucking Ireland? Anybody know that?
that's the New York distribution center for vapes, Mikey.
I couldn't believe that shit.
Well,
Tim, you
look,
what?
the listeners, it's nice they've rallied around this segment of the show, right? We talked about this in the past. At least something on this show caught on.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like it's not the one we wanted. It wasn't the Patreon.
Right.
Or any of that.
Not the damn slashy voting either. Not that. Tell you that. Not anything we actually want you motherfuckers to do. Is shit like is what you want to do. It's all play. You can't do nothing. It's not give and take. Come on now, guys. Damn it. Tim, you've been known apparently through the grapevine. I've heard that you enjoy the Gabagool Mystery Corner.
I do. It's the reason I became a Patreon, just to see the pictures.
Son of a bitch. But you realize, like, this is targeted racism that's going on here, man.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Damn it. Why is it okay to be racist towards Italian people? Why?
That's an angle that we haven't seen yet. Usually people are like, no, it's not racist. We're, celebrating Mikey. But I like the leaning into it. Just, yeah, but it's funny.
That's why I respect him at least. He's not going to try and bullshit me. He just tells me how it is. Like, yeah, it is. But, yeah. At least you guys just lie to me and make up this, like, honoring shit or whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
call
we're
it.
celebrating your culture. Yeah, celebration of your Italian heritage. It's nice. It's a nice thing we're doing, Mikey.
Bullshit. All right. That's it for the Gabagool crap. That is it for the text message. We did all that drink roll call. We're going to take a real quick break, and we will be right back with Tim's pick, Lost Boys.
I always feel the pressure to find the perfect gift for my relatives. In this case, whether you're sending an unforgettable gift or treating yourself to everyday perfection, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. For me, I'm not just into steaks. I like all types of meat. That's why I'll usually get the Winter's Best Seller Pack. It comes with juicy fillets, chicken breast, pork chops, and even burgers. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. A family-owned company with over 100 years of experience in the meat industry. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and earn an extra 20% off select favorites during their cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code YUM at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code YUM at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Go to omahasteaks.com to get 50% off site-wide plus an extra 20% off select favorites and more limited-time deals during their cyber sale. And use promo code YUM at checkout for an extra $35 off. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details. A big thanks to our advertiser, Omaha Steaks.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care. Go to Dutch.com to get vet care that is always there for just $92 a year.
Okay, we are back. During the break, I've gone through a lot in the past 20 minutes or so. Like, I've come to a lot of realizations on things. I've had a lot of things thrown at me, foot memes with pasta and everything else. So I figured I needed myself. I had to get a drink during the break, and I wanted a nice little something to calm my spirit down, and I made myself a chocolate milk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh,
Right?
Milk is disgusting.
What? No, chocolate milk, man.
Milk is gross. What do you get? Did you get like 2% or like skim or what?
Whole milk.
Oh, Oh no,
That's how you drink it, man. Yeah.
that is wrong. I don't like milk. Milk is gross to me.
The child in me is very happy right now. I made myself a chalky milk. So I'm
All right.
happy about that, Rob.
You put any booze in it or anything?
No, just the chalky
Oh.
milk.
I want a chocolate milk now.
See? Everybody but you, Rob. You're a big baby. All right. The Lost Boys. Tim, you brought this movie. We said you could pick any movie in the world. Thank God you didn't pick Rings. But you picked The Lost Boys. What made you pick this movie, man?
The main reason is because my wife just bought it for me on 4K about probably 2 months ago, and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So this was the perfect chance to watch it and talk about it. And I know Rob is a big fan of the movie, so I just wanted to to team up with Rob and really speak highly of this movie.
Yeah, there was some discussion about what movie you might pick. And I was like, it depends on what kind of shot he wants to take at me. That's because I was like, my odds on bets were Jaws. I thought you might pick because I know that's your favorite movie.
It is.
And I would have been perfectly happy with that. I would have been ecstatic about Jaws or a Final Destination movie. But I got to admit, you completely blindsided me and you went with The Lost Boys.
Yeah, well, you guys did Jaws last week, so I didn't want to do that again.
It's true.
God damn it.
And Final Destination, I honestly completely forgot. And now I'm kicking myself. But here we are.
I would have been very happy with a Final Destination movie. That'd have been good. Everybody would have won but Rob.
I mean, if it was Roller Coaster, I'd have been all right.
Mid.
That's the best one. It's the only good one.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's fucked up to say. Does anybody want to start with opening thoughts on this thing?
I'll go first, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
This is the best 80s vampire film ever, in my opinion. This film is just cool. From top to bottom, it's wicked cool. I love this movie from start to finish. I want to be a part of David's crew. I want to be an 80s hair metal vampire. This movie is just, I cannot say a bad word about it. And I will defend this movie from top to bottom. That's it.
Oh, shit.
Go.
All right.
I'll
damn.
follow that up by saying I think Tim is right. I think this is the best 80s vampire movie. And I'm not kidding about that. Like, I know on the podcast I've thrown some shots at the Lost Boys. I'm probably gonna throw a few more today. But it's very much of its time. It's very stylistic. They have a lot of fun doing the vampire thing. The issue comes down to, for me, I don't like the 80s aesthetic that much, and I don't really like vampire movies. I think it's really good at being both of those things. It's just not for me. Those are not things I look for or want.
That's a fair argument.
Yeah, like it's really good at them. And I can't take that away from it. Like it's very stylish. I think it really captures its time. I was not alive when this movie came out, so I can't say that they did a good job. I feel like it's very authentic. There's a lot of heart in it. It does what it's doing perfectly. Like,
so I need a little clarification as to whether or not it's the best vampire movie of the 80s. Is it the only vampire movie that came out in the 80s?
I'm sure it's not.
No, you got Fright Night.
Yeah.
Fright Night is leaps and bounds better than this movie.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
You got Near Dark as well.
Oh, Near Dark is better than this movie. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
God damn.
Right.
This movie. So I don't hate this movie. My stance on this movie has always been it is way overrated.
How?
And so I've always asked myself, because like I've never liked this movie. Even when it came out, I didn't like this movie. Like I didn't get it. Like everybody was talking about how great it was, and I was like, this is not that good. And we're now 40 years later, or coming up on 40 years later, and people still rave about how good this movie is. And so I was thinking about it as I was watching it today, like, what don't I like about this movie? And it finally hit me that it is completely inconsistent in its tone throughout the movie. It's telling 3 different stories at once, and it's not weaving them together properly.
Okay.
All right. I'm kind of on the same boat as Rob as far as like it's hard to. I don't hate this movie. Like it's hard to hate this movie because whether it's for you or not, whether you like it or not, like any of those things, it's hard to ignore a lot of the things they did because they did a lot of things right. So, you can't take that away from it no matter how you feel. I do think it's a little overrated. I don't know. It's kind of in that like it's in that in between of a kid's horror movie and like a horror movie. And I don't mean that as far as content, but just it has that feel, like that tone. And a lot of it is, I don't know how to quite explain it to where I would like to see, every time I see this movie, I always think I would like to see a more balls to the wall version of it. But then again, like the argument is, then can you even do that with a movie like this? Because its vibes are so Lost Boys, like there's never been quite another movie that has been able to capture what this one has. So a lot is to be said about that. So even though I am not a huge fan of this movie, I do think it's overrated as well. But again, at the same time, it's like I can sit here and say, all right, it's still a good movie.
You're right about that, Mikey, because it has an R rating, but it plays like a PG-13 movie.
Absolutely.
Like if you just asked me after I watched it what the rating was, I would have guessed PG-13.
Rob said that he thought that The Lost Boys is overrated. And a little bit I understand because I hear about The Lost Boys a lot. People are always upset with me when they find out I don't like The Lost Boys. I got into that fight earlier today about it. I don't think The Lost Boys necessarily is overrated. I think 80s movies are overrated and vampire movies are overrated. I think it does. Again, I think these are two genres that people just really like to hype up. And this is what they are.
Send your messages about that to Cat Velour. I did not say that.
That's what Rob said. I agree. No, and this isn't a new take for me on the podcast. When we did the decades versus, Rob was like, you can't pick 80s because it's going to be taken. And it's like, it was not even on my list of decades I would have chosen.
You never called it overrated though, damn.
I have.
Man.
And I would again.
Elm Street, Hellraiser,
I'm not saying that there are no good movies of the 80s. I'm saying that people always say the 80s was the best like decade for horror, and I've never believed that. Like ever. There are exceptions. There are like some really great horror films from the 80s, but as a decade, I don't think it was as strong as like the 70s.
Tim, you guys on the Dummies of Horror, you did a multi-episode series of verses with the decades. What ended up winning that?
The 80s.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We figured that the 80s was the decade that had the most fun in horror, not just in horror, just in general, with music, with other films, everything else. But the 80s just brought everything that we look for in horror films, and that's nudity, gore, practical effects, all these different things. That's why it won.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember what won. I remember I got mad because you guys knocked the 40s out for some bullshit decade.
Wow.
What an argument. The 40s argument.
The 40s got some great movies.
All right, but nobody's sticking their neck out for the 40s like that. I don't think anybody would be mad over it.
That's better than the 2000s or whatever they picked over it.
The 2000s had some good horror movies, Rob.
It does. Like Final Destination.
God damn it.
That's a fair point. Anyway, Kat, were you saying something? I lost my train of thought entirely.
Oh, no, that was my whole thing. Like, I think, again, with the overrated argument, though, like,
God damn it.
I can hyperbolize. That's not a word. I can kind of, like, play it up, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's really like a problem with the Lost Boys. I think it's just like it's very good at doing. People really like to talk up the 80s, and then if that's not what you're looking for in a horror movie, you're gonna feel kind of left out. I think the Lost Boys is kind of the epitome of that. And the same with vampire movies. That's another genre that gets like so much love, and then if you're not looking for a vampire movie, that's what you're stuck with.
Also, hyperbole should totally be a word.
It should be a word.
Yeah.
I could not think of the actual word,
Yeah.
but
no, go ahead, Tim.
Sorry, Kat, I get the argument with not liking vampire movies because there seems to be like two different styles of vampire movies. There's either the rabid, bloodthirsty vampires, or there's the I'm gonna make love to you type of vampires.
yeah.
And the rabid style of vampires is the one that I love. Films like 30 Days of Night, films like that. And The Lost Boys fits into this camp where, yeah, they will make love to you, but they're not really there. They're there to cause mischief and fuck things up.
Yeah, that's 30 Days a Night sucks too, though.
Oh, it doesn't. Fuck, Rob. Do you have fun ever?
Maybe I was just thinking. Maybe I just like vampires that fuck. Then maybe that's what it is.
Rob hates fun. Quote Tim Davis.
They say that Tim says that at least weekly.
But no, I believe it. But no, I truly, that's interesting, Tim. I didn't think of that. That is not a style of vampire. That would have been really fucking cool. And we kind of seen it a little bit in Buffy. What's his name? Shark Fizzle asshole. We kind of seen it in Buffy where I wish that vampires would have taken that lore avenue of being the mischief type. You know, that's very interesting because it worked here. That worked here. That style of vampire, it worked for them.
Yep. Yeah, all in all, like realistically, they're kids that got turned into vampires. They're basically like Motley Crue. Motley Crue were 20-year-old kids who ended up making millions of dollars. And what are they going to do with that money? Go and fuck things and cause chaos. And that's what these Lost Boys have done too.
Yeah, Motley Crue's a band, Mikey.
I know Motley Crue, man. Again, couldn't name any of their songs, but I do have a cousin of mine named her dog Motley. So their sound is dope though. I like.
So what
Motley
you're saying
Crue.
is you got a cool cousin that we should be doing this show with.
My cousin. It's the cousin that came in Discord that night, Rob, and you were being mean. She wasn't having none of it. You would have no fun with her.
Oh,
yeah. Also, documentary on Motley
like
Crue.
me.
No, she didn't. The documentary on Motley Crue was crazy.
The documentary or the movie?
Movie. Yeah, that's what it felt like a documentary though.
That movie was crazy.
You need to go read the dirt because they missed so much stuff that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey, read a book.
Who's talking?
I'm reading a book right now about Wes Craven. It's really good.
Nice.
Back to the Lost Boys. My main problem, again, is that I feel like the tone is inconsistent and that it's pulled between like 3 stories that it's trying to tell, but not just 3 individual stories. It's like it's trying to be 3 different movies. There's a comedy playing out with like the grandfather and the Frog Brothers and stuff. That's all comedy stuff. And then you've got this sort of gothic romance they're trying to lean into with Michael and Star. And then you've got this sort of horror element with the Lost Boys and whenever they're around. And it does all of them fairly well. It's just watching it, I get frustrated because I'm getting jerked around from this tone to this tone to this tone over here. And if it stuck to one of those things, it would do it really well and be a really good movie. But it doesn't. It's trying to weave them together and it's jarring. It doesn't do a good job of it.
That's interesting because I think that's the one thing it does really well.
Oh, you're wrong.
Like, I feel like it has all of those things in it and you could break it up into distinct parts, but it's like the style and I think the writing are all consistent enough that it feels like a singular experience for me.
Oh no, it felt very fragmented to me.
I agree with Kat here, but then at the end, all three of those stories, they come together to give us the conclusion of it all. Like the whole grandpa's side of the story, we figure out what he knows. The Frog Brothers are there. Yeah, they're more comedy, but it works for it.
But and also the Frog Brothers, like it's not even funny comedy. It's just stupid.
I think it's funny.
Like the grandpa, at least, he's the only character I like in this movie. He's hilarious.
Grandpa was dope.
Yeah. Although it's disappointing also to sit through this whole movie. It feels like they wrote this whole movie just to get to the joke at the end. It's like they started with that and worked backwards. Another hot take that I have, real quick, Cry Little Sister is not a good song.
Rob,
I don't know
every time I speak to you, you disappoint me more.
That song sucks.
That might be a button. That's amazing.
Like when I listened to that song, when it kept going on during I was just like, this song is fucking terrible.
I love
Tim
it.
100% got himself a button just now.
What don't you like about the song? I don't get it.
It's like it's boring, and I don't know.
Because it wasn't written by Hall & Oates?
Dude, Hall & Oates rock.
Another thing, I liked him so much. Another thing, we were talking about the time of this movie and the vibe and everything. This felt like a very 90s, 80s horror movie. Does anyone else know what I'm talking about by that?
I think I get what you mean.
The 90s suck, so yeah.
Hey, no.
Wow.
I was talking about vibes. It was, I don't know, Tim, when I noticed it and thought of it while I was watching the movie, I started writing out the note and I'm like, I have no idea how I'm going to explain this, but it just felt that way, man. You look at a lot of the over the top stuff that you would see in 90s movies, as far as sets and just, colors used and everything else. This kind of leaned into that and was very much before its time with that. And the sets, there's another thing I was going to bring up. I guess we'll talk about it now. They look so good. And you kind of started to see that really become more prominent, especially in horror movies in the 90s, where they just had these over the top sets and a lot of the money went towards the sets in the 90s. That's why probably most of the movies sucked, but it all looked like on point, And I felt that here too. Not that it sucked, but as far as the sets really leaned into that 90s feel in the 80s, which I guess, like I said, it goes to the movie being ahead of its time. For a movie I don't like, I'm really saying a lot good about the fucking thing.
Well, they shot it on location in Santa Cruz, which I was thrilled to see because I love Santa Cruz. I lived in the Santa Cruz Mountains for a little while, and we used to go down to Santa Cruz a lot. And actually, that boardwalk where they shot it, the beach that's there, I remember that was the first time I took my son to the ocean, and I remember setting him down, thinking that he was going to be like most kids and walk up to the edge of the water, and then the water was going to come over his feet and he'd run away or whatever. Not my kid. He ran headlong into the Pacific Ocean. So I had to go chase. I was wearing jeans and shit, running around in the water, trying to grab him out of there. And we did all that on that beach. So it's always nice. Like Us, the Jordan Peele movie, was shot there on the same beach and the same boardwalk. So it looks great. And there's a lot of just I have fond memories of that place. So I liked seeing Santa Cruz on the screen. And
my mom has a really similar story to that, where small cat just did not have any survival instinct. Ran right at. I think we were in Monterey was the beach, but I ran head first.
Because you'd think, well, the kid's not a moron. He's got some sort of survival instinct. He'll get away from nope, right into the fucking ocean. So, it does. There's not a lot of complaints that I have other than the fact that the movie doesn't tie together for me. So it just doesn't work on a story level or a script level. I mean, technically, it looks fantastic. I don't have any complaints about the way the movie looks.
No, it's got such a strong sense of style. And I think that's the thing because we go through this with other movies where there are just these really stylistic, beautifully shot movies that are very niche, that have a very small, loyal following. But I think the vibe that The Lost Boys encapsulates just happens to resonate with a lot of people because the 80s aesthetic is so strong, which is such a big thing. And the vampire story is very, I don't want to call it unique, but like Tim said, it's not the two kinds of vampire that we typically see. It's a fun mix of the two of them. It hits a lot of boxes for fans of the vampire genre, across the board. And I think in that way, it's very just successful. It vibes with a lot of people.
Right. That's what this movie does, though. It tries to check all the boxes. It tries to mix everything together, and it doesn't need to. If it focused on something, it'd be good.
See, but if it focused on something, it would be a lot more niche, and then it would be one of those like little cult movies that one of the patrons has to nominate because we've never heard about it because we don't watch, like vampire movies or whatever.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Never know.
But this
I saw
reached
this-
like so many people, and it's hard to say like it was bad. I didn't like it because of this, because it's not bad. It's just,
This is not good.
we're in the group of people
wow.
that it didn't resonate for. Rob,
I saw this described as a cult classic, and I almost lost my shit.
that would make me mad. That would be, and we've talked about this too, where like, if you see a movie that you don't like and someone likes it, you're like, okay, but if you see a movie you don't like described as the best movie ever made, you immediately swing the other way and you're
Right.
like, it sucks. That's one of those, I wouldn't call it overrated, but if someone told me that it was a cult classic, I would call it the most overrated movie of the 80s. Like, I would get there really fast.
Is this your favorite vampire movie, Tim?
Yes, 100%. This is not only my favorite vampire movie, this is my second favorite film of all time.
Ah,
Oh.
damn.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can follow it that far.
Have you seen only 3 movies, Tim?
This movie is 10 times better than The Shape of Water.
All right. Well, calm down. The Shape of Water is the greatest horror movie ever made.
I'm just sitting back and drink my chalky milk.
Now, I will say this. Have you seen Let the Right One In?
Yes, that's my second favorite vampire movie. That is a completely different style of vampire movie, though. Where this
but
one for me,
Notice how
Look-
it tells like one story that works all the way through. Everything comes together nicely.
and that's why it's my second favorite, because The Lost Boys tells 3 different stories and works.
Tim is good at arguing. I like it.
Look, Let the Right One In is really, really good at what it does. But The Lost Boys is, look, a little bit of a backstory of me. I'm a massive hair metal fan of like bands like Motley Crue, Poison. This is like the film version of that. Like,
Yeah,
It is.
it's that
and
aesthetic.
that's why,
yeah,
and that's why like I can put the 2 movies aside. Like, if I want a more serious vampire movie, then Let the Right One In is going on.
right.
But
I mean,
usually,
I get that. I was making a false equivalency. Obviously, I know that.
yeah.
To compare the two is ridiculous. But also, Mikey, Poison is a band.
Yes, I know. Again, couldn't name any songs or anybody in the band, but I'm aware of Poison.
All right, just so we're all on the
Just gotta
same.
check with you sometimes.
Yeah, you never
God
know.
damn it.
You never know. On the rewatch, I noticed that as a whole, the movie does. And it's kind of hard to say this really big because I know the answer because I've seen this movie 1,000 times. But in watching it, they really do a pretty good job of concealing Max as being the head vampire.
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
I really noticed that this time on the rewatch. I was kind of paying more attention than I usually do when I see this movie. But even though like if you're watching it, it really does. Like, I could see how if somebody were sitting down to watch this the first time, they might not pick up on that. Like, I don't remember if I did or not because it was 1,000 years ago when I first saw this movie. But I thought they did a really good job of setting him up as the head vampire and then sort of, throwing you off and then bringing him back around.
I agree with that. Yeah. And I thought the exact same thing when I rewatched it this time. If it like was a surprise to me the first time, but much like you, I've seen it that many times that I can't remember.
Yeah, it's hard to remember what I thought
Yeah.
the first time. Plus, I was probably, 10. I was an idiot.
You're still an idiot. I mean,
Come on. Why you got to be like that, man?
what'd you get?
We got a
All right.
guest. Be civil.
Mm.
Dickhead.
I gotta navigate real quick.
It got my mouth.
All right. Just going through my notes real quick. Worth mentioning, the fucking dog was awesome. I love that dog.
Which dog?
The
Nanook.
husky.
Nanook.
Yeah, no.
Well, Thorn's pretty cool, too. You got to throw shade at Thorn.
Oh, it's all right, but I don't know,
Thorn's a
man.
good boy.
Something about a husky. I had a husky once, man. That dog protected that boy. And I loved it. That was a really good dog. That dog whooped some ass when it needed to, went up against a vampire and won. But just saying, I love that dog. And I thought for a second, I'm thinking back to the first time I watched it. I remember sitting there and I was thinking that the vampire would have killed the dog. And I remember, I don't know why I got such an attachment to that dog, but I thought for sure that vampire was going to eat that dog. And I hated that movie immediately because I thought for sure that was, the memory I had of it. But honestly, if I had to pick one scene out of this movie that was the best, and it may sound weird, but it was when dude was flying outside of his brother's window and he was calling his mom, screaming and yelling. That was such a great scene, man, because it had the moment with the dog before that. You didn't know what happened, and the dog's okay, but the dog obviously sensed what was wrong. Kid found out that his brother's turned into a fucking vampire, and you had that little bit of chaos, and the mom was like, that was a frantic phone call, and then you have the brother outside the window saying, "I'm your brother, Sammy, help me." And dude, that was like, it had that moment there, man, and they did so much in that scene, and to cap it with that, I just thought it was dope, dude. Like obviously they didn't have the best relationship, the two of them, but like they were able to hit home with it, and you really truly feel it. Like it was a moment that was important because he has to hide this from his mom. He doesn't want her finding out, the whole thing, the whole story that they're telling there, and they were able to do all this cool shit. Vampire movies are always about story. Like you guys are arguing about, like it's pretty much usually how they go. Very deep story, very serious story. And even though this didn't truly have that, like at its core, it still had this moment in it, and it had that little bit of levity to it. And I liked it a lot, and that moment stuck out. So I don't know if that scene hit the same way for you guys.
It didn't,
not that much. I thought it was a cool scene.
Yeah, but now that you speak about it like that, it kind of hits harder than I thought. So well done.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that scene being in the movie. Are you sure it's there?
Son of a bitch. Yeah, man. And it was, I don't know. I just thought it was really good. And it really, even rewatching it, I think just like, I haven't seen this movie a ton. This might be like the third time I've seen it. It's been a while. But even, yeah, like that made me pay attention a little more even. I was like, man, that's some hard shit right there. And, it worked. Like he realized that, because that's some scary shit, dude. Your brother just turned into a fucking vampire, and, all this weird shit's happening, and you don't know what to do, especially as a kid. And I don't know. I just thought it was really good and they had other moments like that where they kind of, took the tone down and did that for a little bit. And it was impressive that the movie was the diversity of this film. And that was like the best example of it. And it continued too. He had with Starry or whatever that girl's name was, they had a couple moments. So I don't know. The range of this movie was impressive. That's another point that I have to give it. Even though Rob doesn't give a shit and doesn't even remember scenes.
Yeah, I kind of remember what you're talking about, I think. It has range, you're right. It just can't bring it together when it needs to. That's where it fails.
I'd rather the range, though.
I'd rather
than a movie doing one thing.
No, I would rather a comprehensive story that feels like all like part of the same story instead of just fragmented pieces. I mean, this feels almost like if you broke these up instead of editing them together, you could just make an anthology out of it.
That would be interesting.
It would be. It'd be better than the sequels.
Lost Boys anthology cut.
Yeah.
But I will say, okay, Mikey, you said that was a great scene. I don't want to one up you, but I'm going to. The best scene of the movie is the sexy sax man. And Rob wants to talk about Tom Atkins being a sex icon. Tim Capello, the sexy icon, is the sex icon of the 80s.
Wow.
He's not bad. He still looks good from what I understand. He's out there working conventions and stuff. He's still hanging on to this movie.
Yeah, he's still a musician. He still plays. He played with the band called Gunship, which is like an 80s synth style band.
Mm-hmm. Is that some Australian thing? I never heard of that.
No, they're from the UK.
Oh.
So it was my vape.
UK, Australia, it's all the same.
God damn it.
Yeah, but the sexy sack, like watching that scene, it's just like, God damn, I wish we had like concerts set on the beach with barrels of fire happening and some muscled up guy with baby oil all through his hair. That'd be awesome.
Fair point. My second favorite scene, I thought this was where you were going to go, but Sex Sax Man is hard to argue with. But when they were all jumping off that bridge, like that was a really cool scene too, because you know, I every time I try and watch these for the show, even if they're rewatches, I try my best to put myself A, in the time of the movie, and B, if I was watching it for the first time, is like how I try and watch it, you know? Yeah, man, it would like, it's kind of you don't know it's very ominous, you know, because they're jumping down and like, it's almost like they look like they were flying, you know, because they just didn't grab onto anything like a normal person would, you know. So it's like, what are they trying to trick them to jumping off this bridge or something? Like, what the hell's going on? And it was just a really tense moment. You know, they're all being very serious. Like, are they bullying him to push him off? Like, you don't know what's happening initially if this is your first watch with it. And I think they set it up really well, man. Like, who's seen that coming? You know, where he's just going to fall into a fog and wake up a damn vampire. So I think they did that really good too, man. The movie had its moments. That's the thing. And that's why it holds me from not liking it, even though it did lose me in a lot of play. The moments that it had were very strong. And I feel like that was another one of them.
Yeah. I mean, the train scene, that is the first thing I think of when I think of the Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like an iconic, cool scene.
Yeah. Also, another question that I had. Do you bang the hot chick even though you're trying to figure out what's going on with you transforming into another being?
Jamie Gertz in a minute.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Today, too, she still looks good.
Yeah.
And she's fucking rich, dude.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. She's got like $8 billion. Her and her husband own the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh.
Well, wait a minute. Who had the billions? Was it her or her husband? Because I mean,
so from what I didn't dig too deep into it, but he works in finance, and from what I understand, like all the money, like he was making good money, right, working in finance, and the money that she was bringing in from movies and stuff, he was investing and turning it into more money. So they kind of made the money together.
Team, man, she was shooting with him. He was shooting with her in the gym then.
Yeah.
Sounds like,
yeah. And now they own the Atlanta Hawks and they've got billions of dollars. And she's still fucking hot.
Well, the Atlanta Hawks suck. Let's not brag about owning the fucking Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
I could own the Islanders if I wanted to, apparently. It's not a big deal.
Fucking guy.
But yeah, man, it's I don't know if I could have banged the hot chick when I'm trying to figure out if I'm turning into a vampire or not. I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
I wouldn't think
you worry about the vampire afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah, you've got time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The vampire stuff isn't going anywhere.
Yeah. It can't be all work. You know, you got to relax a little bit, clear your head.
I just thought that was a weird scene. I was like, damn, man, he just walked in there frantic. He's seeing like half a reflection in a mirror and all this shit's going on in his life. He doesn't know what's going on with his body. Is he going to die? And he comes in for these answers and she's like, hey, let's fuck real quick. He's like, all right,
look, if you don't know if you're going to die or not, you might as well get to it, right?
That might be a fair point. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And like she was a half vampire. So I just like technically does like that make it kind of necrophilia or not really?
Oh. Think of that.
Those are the questions.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird, Tim.
I mean, I'd still do it regardless. But
I think it's like
I mean, if it's only half, right?
I think it's if you're also a half vampire, you get a pass.
No, that's true too. He was half vampire or quarter vampire or some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some Jay and Silent Bob shit. Would you fuck a sheep if you were a sheep? That's a fair point. All right.
Another scene that is really cool in this movie, but also they kind of fuck it up, is that beach massacre. Like when they're trying to get Michael to go in for a kill to become a vampire, and they're killing those people that are on the beach. The scene is cool. Like, I really like it, except for the Aerosmith Run DMC Walk This Way is playing, and it doesn't fit the scene.
Correction, it's just the Aerosmith song
about that.
Oh, I thought it was the Run DMC version.
No, it was just the Aerosmith version.
But it still doesn't matter. What the fuck did they pick that song for?
Because it's a cool song.
I was going to say, it's the first time I've maybe ever complained about an Aerosmith song being in a movie.
Yeah,
it felt a little off.
Well, I mean, that fucking song they had in like Armageddon sucked.
I don't even remember them having a song in Armageddon. So.
Oh yeah, it's one of their big late career hits after they found the formula for writing a hit song, and every song sounds exactly the fucking same.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You'd be nice to Aerosmith. They just broke up.
I know. I heard that. That's sad that they only had a 70-year career. No, the Walk This Way is a cool song, but it's an odd. First of all, it's a 70s song in an 80s movie that we keep praising for being this great 80s feel. You've got the 70s song in there. It's a weird song choice for the scene. It was distracting, and I could not, like, that was all I was thinking while this cool scene's playing out in front of me. I was like, oh, fuck, would they pick this song?
Well, if you were having a party
Mikey,
at the beach.
Aerosmith is a band.
I hate you. Aware.
Let's talk about the look of the vampires.
Please.
I think it was ahead of its time. Like, I think Buffy took inspiration from it, but what do you guys think?
I do have my biggest complaint about the movie. I'm glad you brought this up because I'm drunk. I might have forgotten it. It's the one note I took for the movie, and I legitimately might have forgotten to say it. My biggest problem with The Lost Boys is that in the vampire Fang debate, I am firmly team Canine. That is the correct tooth for a Fang to be on. It bothered me.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kat. Canines are the way to go for the Fangs. I will say that I think it's a cool look for the vampires. I think that for most of the movie, I didn't appreciate that it was a cool look. It isn't until David gets killed at the end and transforms back into like the babyface kid that I realized, holy shit, that was really cool what they did to give him that vampire look. But yeah, I think they look great. And like you said, they got that kind of, glam hair metal look to them, which, looks cool for a group of vampires.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. The only wardrobe choices that bothered me were Corey Haim. Nobody fucking dressed like that in the 80s. Looked like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I agree with you guys, man. I didn't think of it the way Tim mentioned earlier. I didn't think of that shit, man. Like, this would have been a really interesting route. Like, if this started, and Buffy would have helped as well. It was very popular. But if this would have started that kind of, hair metal, this style vampire, mischiefs and creatures of the night, they reference them in the movie as well. It would have been a very interesting turn for vampires because, look at the fucking turn it took after Twilight, dude. That didn't do anybody any damn favors. This would have caught, if this would have caught on, that would have been a great thing for vampires. I never thought of it like that, man. Like, I really do wish we would have seen, it didn't work out great in Buffy. Sorry, Shark Fizzle. But if done correctly, obviously it's effective. And I feel like the effects were great as well. You're talking about a movie came out in the 80s. Obviously, limited resources to what we're used to in media now. So I think it looked great, man. It aged pretty well. Like, it wasn't perfect, but still, like, for a movie that came out in the time that it came out, I think it looked great.
When it comes to comparing this to Twilight, Mikey, it's important to note they did put glitter in the blood.
Of course they did.
I knew it was going to
glitter
come
and
up.
everything.
It's also important to note that she's human, so that is necrophilia. As we've recently learned. No, other than I do think other than the teeth thing, I think the special effects were really good. I thought the vampire design was good. And yeah, especially in the Buffy show, I do think you can see the inspiration for the kind of demon design that they have for the vampires. I'm a fan.
Yeah. And it's not just the look on the way their face looks. The biggest aspect of the design of the vampires is the way they sleep. Their feet hanging like bats. That scene there is unreal.
Yeah, that did look cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I like that.
I had a note to bring that up. I was about to when we were done with this. I don't know how I feel about it, man, because it did look cool. That's the thing. It did look cool. We haven't seen that with vampires. Well, at least not on a big movie like this. We haven't really seen that before. They're always in coffins, and they even referenced it. They said the whole place is a coffin. Like, all right, that kind of, I guess they realized it and answered it, which I guess is smart. But I don't know, man. It worked for this movie, for the style of vampire they used. But there's just something really fucking creepy about a coffin. And I would be
hanging upside down like a bat's pretty fucking creepy too.
I know, man, and it worked. That's what I'm saying. It worked. I don't know how to feel about it because I want the coffin. Also, what would these guys' coffins look like? They'd probably be some badass coffins. It could have been a really cool setup. But I'm not mad, man. They did something different.
Yeah. Probably just have a picture of Jim Morrison on them.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, I guess. I still might have preferred, I don't know, might have preferred the coffin maybe, but I'm not mad. It was very interesting though. They took some, I don't want to call them risks, but it's like they analyzed the vampire and said, okay, what can we do to make it different and do something different with, a clad, like one of the first horror villains that we've ever seen. And they tried to make it different, but stick to its roots. And I feel like they had a good mix of it, man. They truly did. And the choices they made to change, they were pretty good.
Do you
also,
think
not to cycle back around and be too annoying, but Jim Morrison was in the Doors, Mikey. They're a band.
I'm aware.
Do you think Will liked the vampires hanging upside down because you got to sort like some big, strong vampire feet?
Oh, yeah. Will was thinking of the Tootsies.
Is that what you look for when you're into feet? Like big, strong feet? Like, I don't know.
Thrill me, Will.
Thrill me.
Let us know, Will. You like sending in damn text messages. Let us know that, Will. Damn it. Graveyard chart. Yeah, interesting. I don't know, man. There's something about this movie. And again, I haven't seen it in a while. And when Rob told us last week, Tim, that this was your pick, I'm sure we were like, fuck, man, really, Lost Boys. But maybe that is like sitting down and watching it. I remembered it differently. And maybe because that's so often we hear, kind of like Kat was saying, everyone's like, oh, the Lost Boys. And I just sit there and immediately go, it's not that good. I don't know why you're going on about it like that. And it's just hearing it so often and having that thought so often kind of clouds it a little bit. But dude, they made some badass vampires in this movie. And that's the number one objective in a vampire movie to me. Story and all that. Yes, it's important. You got to have a good vampire.
Yeah.
Step one.
And they also, like we spoke about how they did something different with the way they sleep. The whole law of how a vampire can't enter your house and what happens. We spoke about Let the Right One In, what happens when the vampire enters your house without being invited. This one, they also did something really cool where Max, the head vampire, was invited in and it rendered him powerless. That I thought was a really cool idea to play with.
Yeah, that's cool, but it's not as cool as what happens in Let the Right One In.
Yeah, fair. But we don't know what would happen if Max walked in without being invited. Maybe the same thing could have happened.
All right, fair enough.
But that's my point, though, man. It's like they really, truly studied vampires, like, the lore of film vampires. And there's something to be said for that. They like, you make a vampire movie, Garlic, all that. Coffin is usually, and they even chose to stay away from that. There's so many things that you look at, and even finding like him eating and, have feasting with blood and everything usually is the whole main focus of a vampire movie. They really didn't focus on all that much in this, They studied it enough to make sure they had other aspects in there that we don't see a lot. It's hard for me to get mad at that.
Yep.
But then again, you also had where was that note? When speaking of when they were hanging upside down by their feet, Will, you little fucking freak.
Thrill me, Will.
Thrill me.
When they put the stake in the vampire's heart, one of the other vampires goes, "You're dead meat." Damn it. You know, like that's really my biggest problem with this movie is it felt very kid movie in a lot of places, especially with the dialogue and in quite a few spots.
Yeah. Plus, they had to plug that YouTube channel.
God damn it.
No, I get it. It's kind of like the Monster Squad in many ways.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about before. How like I was surprised, like this is an R-rated movie. Like it doesn't play like one. But it's fine. It's what the movie is, right? I mean, at that point, you're dealing with. We're in the comedy section of the movie with the Frog Brothers and Corey Haim running around like idiot kids, in a demented Spielberg movie or something. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Demented Spielberg movie. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the Goonies, right? Just a bunch of kids going where they shouldn't be.
Yeah, you be careful with your choice of words on the Goonies.
You don't want to get started on that. That movie
We'll
sucks.
start.
He just talked shit about the Goonies last week. Rob did.
I threw my phone almost when he said that.
It's like, look, there's nothing wrong with nostalgia, Tim. It's fine.
That's fair.
All right. Does anybody have anything we didn't touch on?
No, I ran
Just
out of notes
quickly-
a long time ago.
I'll just add quickly. We didn't even talk about the way the vampires are killed because death by stereo. Come on, that line's
Fuck's
great.
sake. That's so. That's an eye roll.
That was funny.
No, I didn't like that line.
Yeah, but it works for the movie somehow, though.
The dead meat line worked better than that one for me.
That dead meat line was awful. Yeah, again, man, they had a tone, they had their vibe, and they stuck with it.
But never mind.
What? Okay,
that's the whole problem with the movie. The tone is inconsistent throughout. It depends on what story you're in at that time as to what the tone of the movie is.
No, I understand, but I'm saying like the death by stereo fits these vampires to the fucking T, though.
I mean, I guess it fits that character's story.
That style. Yeah. So I'm a leprechaun, man. You're gonna commit to the bit. I'm gonna like it.
I think Death by Stereo is a cool name. There's a band called Death by Stereo now, just because of that line.
It's a cool band name, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Facts, trivia, all that stuff.
Facts, trivia, all that stuff. I've got I've got some reviews. All right. At the risk of making specifically Rob mad, we're going to start with Rotten Tomatoes. To no one's surprise, The Lost Boys is certified fresh with a critic tomato meter of 77%.
77%?
77% critic score. 85% audience score.
Oh,
damn.
This
proves my point. Everybody's stupid.
Okay, that's not the point I thought you were going to talk about, but okay. I really thought you were going to say The Lost Boys was overrated again. And IMDb has the lowest at a dismal 7.2 out of 10.
Good Lord. Spoiler alert. I might be the lowest person to ever rate this movie.
Well, no, because I did get some 10s and 1s in the reviews. So first up, we have 10 out of 10 stars. This review is entitled The 80s. This is the 80s, shall never be recaptured in any format. Okay,
this is one of my pet peeves that just drives me nuts. The 80s were not like this.
I'm sure they were never recaptured in, in any format.
That's the thing. Like, if they wanted to make a movie that captured what the 80s were like, everything would be wood paneling, beige furniture, boring clothes, and racist jokes.
All right. Our next one, 1 out of 10. The review is entitled "Crap." And then it goes on. If you think this is a good vampire movie, with what are you comparing it? The Lost Boys couldn't be more lame. Its only redeeming qualities, Jamie Gertz and the genius of putting the two Coreys in the same movie. Remember, this was done by the whiz kid director that made Batman and Robin, and we all know what a pillar of movie magic that flick turned out to be.
That is a good point.
For a real vampire flick, check out either Nosferatu and Shadow of the Vampire for good measure, or take a look at Carl Dreyer's Vampire, Der Traum des Alan Grey. Don't worry, there's little dialogue, so you won't have to worry your puny head with reading the foreign words.
Wow.
I mean, look, Nosferatu is a better vampire movie. I don't know that I would actually compare the two, but, you know.
I want to say this too, man. They're talking about that Batman and Robin movie, the one with what's his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a good fucking movie, dude.
I think you might be on that limb on your own.
Dude, that's a good fucking movie, dude.
We might have to throw the horror movie rule out just once so we can talk about Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin's badass fucking movie. That movie gets a lot of shit for no reason. George Clooney is one of the best.
With the nipple suit?
It sure the fuck is. George Clooney is one of the best Batmans to ever live, and I stand on that hill. I stand by it.
George Clooney, I haven't seen that movie maybe
Great movie.
Once I saw it, but George Clooney, I can see being a fantastic Bruce Wayne, but he's probably an awful Batman. He's got nipples on his suit.
Dude, they had Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, Robin. Bane was in that one. Good dude, come on. Badass movie, dude.
That's too much.
Poison Ivy is iconic. Or Uma Thurman killed that shit. I stand by that movie strongly. That's one of my things.
Mikey's favorite movie ever.
Talking about Schumacher, let's go ahead and talk about, let's give the award for best review title. This one took me a second because I was at the height of my margarita in a can drunkenness when I pulled these reviews, but it's 10 out of 10. Schumacher mocks the shoes off vampires.
So stupid.
The review sucks. It's like 2 pages and it just recaps the movie, but they get a 10 out of 10 for me on title. Like, that's great. We have another shorter 10 out of 10. Vampire masterpiece. The Lost Boys couldn't be more 80s if it tried, but that's simply because that is when it was made. It's not corny. It's not corny or cliche. Rather, it's just of the time, and it's as 80s as that kind of film can get. The bikes, the wardrobe, the soundtrack, all perfectly judged and executed. Maybe one of the best vampire films ever made, with enough comedy elements to lift the entertainment without diluting the story or the tension. In case you haven't guessed, it's one of my favorites, and I've watched it dozens of times since a child and never tire of.
All right. All of that is wrong.
I like how the grammar dropped off right at the end. Like, they made a coherent review until then. Yeah. I don't know if it's wrong.
It's wrong.
But it's, well.
I just said it, Kat. It's wrong.
All right. And last review of the evening, another 1 out of 10, simply titled, I don't get it? With a question mark. Maybe I'm missing something, but why does everybody love this movie? Is it the comic book approach? I know it's not the Coreys, because that would be nutty. I know it's not the effect. I know it's not the effects, because they're lame. It's not the comedy, because it's not that funny. And I know that it's not the fright factor, because it wasn't scary. Please, what makes this a good movie?
I feel seen by this review.
Yeah, so those are some of the ends of the spectrum on The Lost Boys.
All right. Trivia. There's so much fucking trivia about this movie. I mean, it's ridiculous. You'd think somebody was writing a book. Estimated budget of $8.5 million, worldwide gross $32.5 million. Santa Cruz, where Santa Clara takes place, was once plagued with the reputation of being the murder capital of the world because of a series of very brutal murders by three very different disturbed men in the early 1970s. Because of John Lynn Frazier, Herbert Mullen, and Ed Kemper, Santa Cruz endured 28 murders over a 30-month period between 1970 and 1973. That is why murder capital of the world is painted on the back of the sign as they drive into town, and also why they mention it being the murder capital of the world.
That was badass, by the way, the back of that sign. Dude, shit like that, dude, I liked a lot.
That's, well, they didn't put that there. That's really painted on that sign.
But they thought to include it, man. It was a dope shot, yeah.
The new location of the Atlantis Fantasy World comic book store, which was featured in the film, is owned by Joe Frazier II, who still carries the original #1 issue of Vampires Everywhere that Sam reads in the film. The comic was created only for the film, and its opening page is signed by all of the cast members in the movie, and if you stop by the comic book store, he will allow you to hold it and take a photo free of charge.
Ooh, how to get there?
Yeah, so if anybody is on a sightseeing tour. This was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman's first film together. It marked the start of the 80s trend, the two Coreys, in which Haim and Feldman starred together in a number of teenage films. Every year at the landmark Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in Santa Cruz, California, this film is screened as part of the park's free summer movie series, so you can go down and watch it on the beach. When asked, yeah, I mean, I didn't know they did that. I might have even gone.
Yeah, nice.
When asked why he did the film, director Joel Schumacher simply stated, "Vampires are hot. They're the only erotic monsters. Frankenstein is not hot."
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Wolfman, though.
Yeah, Wolfman, yeah.
The bride's kind of fuckable.
Yeah, yeah. The fucking the guy in Shape of Water, he was getting it in.
Oh, dear Lord. Stop with the fish.
Tim Capello, Tim already mentioned him, but yeah, he was he was a member of Tina Turner's touring band. He played sax for her in the mid 80s. Corey Feldman almost wasn't in the movie. At the time, he was struggling with drug abuse, and he showed up to work coming down from a cocaine binge. Joel Schumacher got mad at him because he kept dozing off and he wasn't able to continue filming, so he fired him. Corey came back the next day and apologized and swore to come to work prepared from then on, and he did. So, yeah, Joel Schumacher said, "All right, you get one more chance," and he lived up to it. Corey Feldman, interesting guy, right? Like, he's a fucking weirdo, but he's kind of earned being a weirdo because he's had such a weird fucking life, I think.
Yeah.
He can tread guitar like a champ.
I've never, ever seen or heard any of his music.
You've never seen him do a solo on guitar? It's like viral on the internet right now. It's amazing.
Really?
Rob doesn't know anything about music.
When I lived in Indianapolis, he was coming to town with his band, and I almost went as like a joke, you know?
Yeah, it's cringe. It's cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
In the Cave of the Lost Boys, you can see a poster of Jim Morrison, who recorded the original version of People Are Strange with the Doors. Also, when Star and Laddie are being carried into Sam's room, you can see a poster of Echo and the Bunnymen, who recorded the version used in this movie. So kind of a cool little Easter egg. Echo and the Bunnymen, that's a band, Mikey.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Kiefer Sutherland was originally reluctant to star in this film until he heard that Joel Schumacher had lined up InXS and Jimmy Barnes to sing some of the songs on the soundtrack. Kiefer had spent a summer in Australia when he was a child and became fans of their music.
That makes one of us.
I was getting ready to ask, is InXS huge in Australia, Tim, still?
InXS is good, but Jimmy Barnes can suck a dick.
I don't know who the fuck Jimmy Barnes is. I don't think I've ever heard that name.
You know the band Cold Chisel?
No.
You'd know their songs. They're
okay.
You have to love them here in Australia, but I'm like the only Australian that dislikes them.
Yeah, don't let people know, you'll get deported. Yeah. Do you know like how your family ended up in Australia, Tim?
We were born here. I don't know.
Well, no, because it was a penal colony where they do like the British send all their terrible criminals there. Like, which one of your ancestors did something horrid to get sent off to the fucking prison island? And do you know what they did?
I've never done the fact checking, so maybe I should. That'd be interesting.
That should be a database set up for that, so you could go find out like what kind of fucking criminal past your family has.
Probably something dumb like stole bread.
I know. That's what, like, you can get all those genealogy services, right, to go back and look at your family's history and find out where you came from. And I won't do it because I know somewhere along the line, my family was royalty and some drunk asshole pissed all our money away. I'm going to be mad at some guy who died 300 years ago. All right, back to the facts. In the dinner with Max and the Frog Brothers, Alan puts out candles with his fingers. Well, nobody told the actor that he had to wet his fingers first, so he burned the shit out of his hands.
Jesus.
I shouldn't laugh, but that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the idea that there's just a script that's like, put this out with your fingers, and you just ask no follow-up questions. You're just like, yeah.
So we didn't talk about this at all, but there are, Sam has a poster of Rob Lowe on his closet door. The poster sparked years of debate about whether or not Schumacher, as an openly gay man, was making a subtextual statement about Sam's sexuality by putting a picture of a male heartthrob on his closet, a reference, of course, to being in the closet. Schumacher also has Sam wearing an ear stud, riding a pink bicycle, and being more fashion conscious than any other character. On the commentary, Joel Schumacher only said that he chose Rob Lowe as the pinup because he had recently directed Lowe in St. Elmo's Fire.
Is that why this movie is so big in the gay community?
Yes.
Because
yes.
I never, even on the rewatch, I was kind of looking for it, and it just right over my head. Did not understand.
Yeah, it's been decided that Joel Schumacher has gay coded the character of Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
That answers a lot of questions.
Yeah, that's true. It's not, you can see notes of it here and there, but it never really quite went there.
And the thing is that, like, so I have a lot of, I'm also part of the community. A lot of my friends, really, most of my friends, all of my friends really like The Lost Boys. I'm the only one. And I've always asked, like, why? And they always tell me it's Kiefer Sutherland. Everyone I know identifies with Kiefer Sutherland in The Lost Boys. And I was just like, I don't see it. Okay.
Well, I've never heard that. It was always the character of Sam that I had heard people talk about.
I'm learning stuff today.
Yeah. But I mean, what the fuck do I know? I'm a middle-aged white straight guy. I don't know shit about shit. So, Jamie Gertz was actually recommended by Jason Patrick. Joel Schumacher was originally looking for a blonde. That would have been a mistake. Sar is perfectly cast.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Having impressed Andrew Lloyd Webber, Joel Schumacher's use of music in the film, that's why Webber hired him to direct The Phantom of the Opera in 2004. This I found interesting. Characters in this movie say the name Michael 118 times.
God damn.
It felt like more.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My mother has given me like one of my biggest, I don't know what to call it, like a twitch. And when she would wake me up for school in the morning, her move, I still this day cannot wake up in the morning. And she would stand at my door, the bedroom door of my room, and just say my fucking name over and over and over, and it would drive me fucking crazy. So hearing my name or really anything repeated a lot that's a good way to piss me the fuck off real quick, like internally. And this movie kind of triggered that a little bit. If I heard Michael one more fucking time, I was going to flip.
Mikey got some PTSD.
Dude, for real.
At the time this film was made, Alex Winter was still registered as Alexander Winter in the Union. Joel Schumacher begged him to shorten his name so it wouldn't take up so much space in the titles. Because the name couldn't be changed in time, however, his full name still made it into the finished film, which pissed Schumacher off. Imagine that. They're like, you got to change your name. It's too fucking long. Jim Carrey was considered for the role of David.
Oh, boy. That would have been something, huh?
Apparently, they looked at Jim Carrey because he played a vampire in Once Bitten.
Wow. Wow.
Nah.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan, but it wouldn't have worked here.
This is the second film that Corey Feldman starred in with Kiefer Sutherland. Feldman was the hero and Sutherland was the villain in both. The first film is Stand By Me. Another movie that I don't think is as good as people say it is.
What the fuck, Rob? Jesus Christ.
I don't like that movie. I don't get it. That one I'm willing to admit is probably more of a me thing. Like I just don't I just don't like it. Fred Gwynn was considered for the part of Max. That could have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go down now.
So originally Richard Donner was going to direct this movie, but development was taking too long, and so he passed on it to make Lethal Weapon, I believe, starring Tom Atkins. So they then turned to Mary Lambert, who made Pet Sematary, and she was brought in. That's probably why Fred Gwynn was considered for Max. She was brought in, but then she left due to creative differences, and they went to Joel Schumacher after that. And that is the last fact about this movie. And that's more than we normally do, but trust me when I say that is a fraction of the fucking trivia about this goddamn movie.
I believe
it.
Yeah.
All right, Portnoy time. This should be interesting. Rob, I feel like you should go last because you're probably going to be the biggest shithead for this movie.
I don't know if I am or not, but we'll see when we get to it.
All right. Kat, do you have your number ironed out? You want me to go first?
I would like if you went first. I don't really have I've got a range, and I don't feel good about any of these numbers.
Okay. Lost Boys. I'll tell you what, man, the rewatch helped. Not gonna lie. And it's rare that happens to me. That happens to Rob is kind of back and forth on him, but it's rare that happens to me. Like I said before, I feel like hearing this movie put on such a pedestal made me a little defensive about it. Kat mentioned it too. Like you get there quick sometimes when you hear shit that you disagree, and people put it so high, and it's like, whoa, wow, wait a minute. And you're arguing it down, and you start, it's like you haggle. You start real low and you want to kind of meet somewhere in the middle of their high pedestal. But yeah, they did a lot good. Whether or not it's for me only means so much in these rankings. It's hard for me to put it much lower with so many things that did well. Honestly, these are off the top of my head, easily top 5 vampires of all time, like in movies of all time, possibly top 3. That's how great of a job they did on the vampires for me. So like with that being said, for a vampire movie, it can only go so low. I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it a 7.1. I'm going to give it a 7. Flat out rookie number 7. I'm going to give it a 7. That's fair, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mikey, I'm impressed. I'm proud of you. That's a good score.
Yeah, I tried for it, man, because it's hard when you really, like, if you make a checklist of what a vampire movie should have, and, you know, if you're going to go with this style of vampires, what you should do, the lore that they stuck to with it, dude, it's hard to really ding it too much, man. 7.
Nice.
Who's next?
I can go if you want me to. Or
Oh yeah, if you have a number locked in, because I'm still kind of honing in.
Okay. I'm set. Look, this movie is a movie that I grew up with. I love it. I said before, it's my second favorite film of all time. I cannot pick any dislikes about this movie, any negatives about this movie, and I really watched it with under a microscope with this time, trying to get something to critique about it, and I just can't. I love this movie from start to finish. Everything is great for me. So it's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love it that much.
Oh my God.
I was thinking maybe a 9.8 because I know how you guys do your scores, but I'm like, I can't. I just cannot do a 9.8. It's a 10 for me.
Is this our first 10 out of 10 since Kat gave 10 out of 10 to Jack Frost?
No, because we watched, I think, a 10 out of 10 from me since then.
Oh, okay.
I think she gave like X or
Cabin in the
something like
Woods.
that. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Well, there it is. Cabin away. Damn it.
I
Cabin.
might bump X up to a 10 though. I took like just a few points off for something dumb, and it bothers me less every time I watch the movie. So
All right. Well, this is the only legitimate 10 then, apparently.
what? No.
Ain't no way no Cabin in
Cabin
the
in
Woods
the
a
Woods.
10, Cat. You know, I
It's
just
a
argued.
perfect 10 out of 10.
I just
So the
argued
10,
about that
the
movie
10 out
this
of 10
week.
movies, then we've got The Lost Boys now for Tim, Cat with X, Cat with Cabin in the Woods, and Cat with Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Unofficially X. We do have to have our
Unofficially.
Portnoy episode one day.
Yeah,
So
because as of
maybe-
right now, I think it's at like a 9.7.
Can I be
Something
honest
like
with you?
that.
That sounds like a really boring episode to me.
I don't
Maybe
know,
it could be a
man.
Patreon episode, like
Maybe.
a Portnoy adjustment.
Yeah, maybe that would work. Yeah.
And we
Because
could
some of my
revisit,
early
yeah.
ones are really, really high. I gave Scream 4 like a 7.8, and that's not okay.
Deserve.
Cat,
I feel
Valor.
bad about it.
I mean, Emma Roberts' eyes only go so far.
I know, I've learned. That's why I think like it's why I'm pro Portnoy adjustment episode.
All right. Tim? I mean, Cat, rather.
Yeah, I can go. This one is really, really hard for me because I was hovering right around where Mikey was, like in the 7 range. Because critically, I don't really have anything. This might be the critically best film that I've ever wanted to give a lower score. The thing is that I don't like The Lost Boys. It has a lot of the I will say, like, in terms of vampire movies, when I do watch a vampire movie, I like them to be like really vicious. That's my favorite kind of vampire. And these, were more like delinquents sometimes. And that's, but other than that, I think this is kind of everything that I'd want maybe out of a vampire movie if I were someone that liked them, but I'm not. And then I think a lot of the people that fall into that category kind of have the backdrop of, well, at least I really like 80s movies. And I don't really have that either. So I don't like The Lost Boys. But it's hard to like give it a low score at the same time because I don't have specific complaints about it. I think it did what it was doing really well. But I was looking back through some of my other Portnoys, and it's like there's no way that I can give it like an even 7 because that puts it above so many movies that I enjoyed so much more than The Lost Boys. I settled on a 6.7. It's as close as I can get to a 7. I feel like critically I could have gone well above a 7 also because I don't have complaints, but just like in personal. And that's the question, is how much does personal enjoyment factor into the Portnoys? And the answer is it has to somewhat.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
and it does. Yeah, it does.
Cat,
All right,
well
Rob.
done. I'm also proud of you.
Nice. Rob, go ahead and disappoint
Why do you think that?
because that's all you do.
Oh,
You'll be
well,
able
he
to hear the
doesn't
button
trust
next
you.
week. Don't worry about it.
Like so a lot like Mikey was saying, this movie gets an immediate pushback from me when it comes up, only because I hear how people praise it constantly. And I do feel like it's an overrated movie, and I'll stand by that statement. I think it's largely an overrated film. But on the rewatch today, there were some things I liked. Like the film looks good. Maybe you could even say the film looks great. I think the performances are solid throughout. There's some really cool, iconic moments and iconic scenes in this movie. We talked about the bridge scene. That's really cool. That fight between David and Michael, it's short, but it's cool when they're flying around the house and stuff.
Yeah.
That looks really cool. And I do like that a lot. I think it's ambitious what they tried to do with the script and telling 3 different stories and meld them together. I think they overreached though, because I don't think they were successful at it. So I think ultimately this movie's flawed at its foundation, and that's the problem that I have with it. So ultimately it's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie either. I give it a 5.2.
Damn. Well,
Okay.
Rob, you had to hit a 6.4 for it to be approved. You didn't do that.
Okay.
Rob, you disappoint me again, Rob.
Every time, dude. Urban Legend.
I'm surprised I was the lowest on this one. I got to be honest with you.
I'm not.
As disappointed as you guys were to find out we were watching The Lost Boys, I thought somebody was going to come in with a sensible score.
The thing is that like if it were a personal enjoyment score alone, I'm not sure it would have made it that high. But I think it's a good movie. Like it's well done.
Yeah, Rob.
See, I think it's flawed at its core. Is the problem?
You're flawed at your core. All right. Well, it lands at a 7.2, just short. Don't worry though, Tim. What he did to me with Urban Legend, he's never going to get his scores right. Never. It's also worth mentioning. I hopped into Greg's live tonight. Greg is alive, by the way.
Yeah, so he is. He's not drinking.
He sure is not.
I love it at Gabagool.
Greg, Darth Gregor on TikTok. I asked him and Amber to Portnoy this real quick. Amber gave it a 7.2. And Greg said, and I quote, and I thought it was going to be more outrageous than it's going to be now after hearing Tim's score. But Greg said it is, quote, easily a 9.5.
Oh, okay.
See, this is why Greg's fucking great.
Oh, well,
yeah, you need to get to know Greg a little bit.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of his TikToks lately, so and everything he says, I agree with. So, Greg, I salute you.
See what I deal with, guys?
Kick Ghostface in the dick.
You don't want to kick Ghostface in the dick, do you, Tim?
I mean, that's one of my favorite Greg buttons, actually. Yeah,
that is a good button.
I love it at Gabagool.
That one's great though. The level of drunkenness that just comes through in that 2-second clip is amazing.
Yeah, Kat. And this motherfucker, believe it or not, I came into his live and I said, well, look who it is. And he had the nerve to try and claim the Cutwater Championship after what he did last week, Kat. Can you believe that?
Does it kind of make you want to drink more Cutwater?
No, absolutely not. Seeing what happened to him, hell no. I was good at 3. Well, I wasn't good, but I was better than Greg was. If you don't keep him down, it doesn't count. You forfeit. You lost. That was it. You needed to keep it down, because if you don't hold him, what good is it? I could chug a whole keg. It's not gonna last. Like, what good is it? Greg, you were disqualified. You're not the Cutwater champion. Stop saying that.
Who is the Cutwater champion? Is it Allie?
It's me.
Mikey's got 3. Mikey got 3 in.
I feel like I could match that.
All right.
I mean, that's the thing. Like Greg was saying the other day, he was like, "Oh, you can't drink 4." I'm like, Greg, I can drink 4. I don't want to drink 4.
Yeah, no. I was considering going for a 4th that night, and I was like, man, I am fucked up right now. Why would I do that?
You would have gotten yourself disqualified.
I might have. I very well might have. 3 but even 3 was too much. I was having a bad week. That's the only, that wasn't normal. There was a little bit of sad drinking involved with that night. Okay. So not recommended to do 3, but yeah, currently I hold the title for now.
Speaking of drinking, I can confirm that warm Foster's is even worse than cold Foster's.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you're still drinking that.
I can't believe your country loves this beer.
Wait.
Hey,
I don't know how you guys deal with him.
Oh, dude, it's awful. Look at the scores he gives these movies, a 5.2. Jesus Christ.
That's better than average.
By 2. By
still
0.2. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, patreon.com/radio. Tier starting as low as $3 a month. You can go over there, check that out, support the show at @radio on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe there. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's it. I'm at Mikey's dad. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I guess not. All right, go ahead, Rob. What about you?
I'm on Twitter at RadioRob123, and you can listen to the other show that I do with Kat, the Nick fucking Woo Cagecast. That's Nick effing Woo in your podcast players. We just released our episode on G-Force. That is the movie about the guinea pigs who saved the world. Coming up, we're going to have our episode on Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
Okay. Kat, what about you? The names of these movies.
It could be good. You don't know.
This one I have high hopes for, actually.
It's probably going to be better than G-Force.
I mean, I can't imagine it's going to go down.
You can find me on Twitter at cat_velour, VOLEUR. You can check out my website, catvelour.com. You can come find me in Knoxville for TBRCon September 6th and 7th. I will be there with books. Rob will sign them.
That's right. Come by the booth. I will sign your book and take a selfie for $25.
Yeah.
Any book.
Any book. It doesn't have to be Cat's
It doesn't
book.
have to be mine.
Bring your copy of the Bible. I'll sign that for you. That seems appropriate.
Rob Humphrey. No
huge clown penis.
Morals, dude. What's wrong with you?
$25 is $25, Mikey.
Yeah, I bet you say that for a lot of things.
It got my mouth.
Tim, sir, thank you so much for joining us, dude. We got to do this again, man.
Oh, man, I had an absolute blast, man. This was the best. Thank you guys so much for letting me join. Love the show, and keep doing what you guys are doing.
Keep doing what you're doing. Let us know where, and let everybody know where they can check out what you're doing, because your shows are awesome, bro.
Thank you, man. So I am the host of a podcast called Dummies of Horror. You can find us anywhere, Spotify, all that stuff. We have another show called Devour the 80s, which is on the same feed. We just talk about 80s horror films. So if you like that, then check us out. Thanks, Hips.
And you're listening to
Oi.
Oi.
Oi. That might be another. Tim might have racked up 2 buttons tonight. It's a hell of a deal. All right, guys, Patreon week next week. God help us. Don't vote for the Graveyard Shark thing.
Vote for Graveyard Shark.
Hey, you're not allowed to politic like that, Mikey.
I'll do what I want.
Let the patrons make their choice.
I do what I want, damn it. Good night from Slasher Radio. God damn, I'm going to watch that fucking Graveyard Shark movie. I know it.
I'm so excited for Graveyard Shark.
It sounds good to me.
I'm not allowed to politic. Will held a whole fucking rally here today. What do you mean in politics? They're going around left or
He's
right.
a patron. He's allowed to do that.
Son of a bitch. Are they?
Yeah. You got to wear shoes, though.
Don't tell him that. You little freak.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care.
Go to Dutch.com to get vet care that is always there for just $92 a year.